In this video, I'm going to talk about some basic quantitative methods to choose the equity we want to trade. Different from the qualitative models we discussed last time, these are actually based on financial ratios and data. Now I'm going to talk about some accounting basics. There are three commonly used accounting statements. There are income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow. The first two are more useful than the third one, I would say. And all financial ratios I'm going to talk about in this video are actually generated from these three statements. However, we don't really need to understand how are we writing a statement. What we really need to do is to find the corresponding numbers in it, and that will be enough. Now let's come to our topic of financial ratios. There are basically three genres of them. The first is called profitability ratios, which means the ability to generate profit. Second is liquidity ratios, means the ability to cover current liabilities. And the third is called debt ratios, which means the extent of leverage of a company and the ability to cover it in the future. So let's get started from profitability ratios. The first one is net profit margin, which is net profit over revenue. And in most cases, net income can be used as net profit. So like if you find a net income number in the income statement of a company, you can actually just plug it in. And lastly, net profit margin actually means how many percent of the revenue can a company really keep as its profit. Since profit is revenue minus cost, so this number is always smaller than 1. The second is return to assets, the ROA ratio, which is net income over total assets. So it actually measures the efficiency to convert the assets owned by the company into its income. And if this ratio is larger or equals to 5%, it is generally considered as good. The last profitability ratio is called return to equity, ROE. ROE equals to net income over equity. And this measures how efficient it is for a company to make profit from the investments in the company. All these three profitability ratios is better if it is larger. Okay, so now let's move to the second genre, the liquidity ratios. The first liquidity ratio I'm going to talk about is the current ratio, which is current assets over current liabilities. This measures the ability to cover current liabilities with current assets, which means do you have money to pay for a debt? So this is better if it is larger than 1. The second and the last liquidity ratio I'm going to talk about today is the quick ratio. Quick ratio equals to current assets minus inventories over current liabilities. This measures the ability to cover current liabilities with quickest assets. We exclude inventories since it is not as quick as other current assets to be used to cover the liability. Thank you for watching this. Please keep checking my following videos.